Hello. It was the first ball of the morning, and you can see the Masters fielding there, and certainly understood who has won the toss because the conditions are the best for bowling, suited for the bowlers, medium pacers. Will be there is some swing early on, and you can see a slip as well. Siddesh Prabhu Alwekar in the slips for the Masters. Vikrant Prabhu with the ball, playing it on the rise, on the up, gets a single straight down the ground, gets off the mark. Stallions. So lost all the 6 games so far, the Stallions team, and there is a lot to play for pride here for this particular franchise. Not having a very good outing, never has got the best combinations of the order, neither the middle. Sometimes they played well in some phases, but could not finish it off. They missed the finishers. They kept on rotating with the players. Inferno coming up the order was very lightning when he came first up the order, gave them a good start, but could not be capitalized. Then they in the second half they got Infancho as a finisher, where he could not perform as brilliantly as was expected to do. Consistency was missing from this team, and just the last game, and they will be hoping for a victory here. Masters certainly know that is not going to be easy. Although they won a very, very crucial toss here, the Masters camp, and opting to bowl first, they know that they have to restrict these Stallions to as less as possible, as minimal. We've seen what happened to the game between the Warriors and and the Knights. That's one of the quickest finishes that we have witnessed from the Knights camp, courtesy of Kapil Borkar's quick fire 40, and also contributions from Amit Kakode and everyone else. They chipped in with handy runs, direct hit. Little slow that throw, and that's what made that easy single in the end. It was going in the hands of that backward point fielder. Was talking about that game, and that 9.4 over finish for the Knights has spiked up that run rate from number 5 to number 3. So they are just after the Thunders, and with a very minuscule difference between the Thunders and the Knights. But Thunders have not got a strong opposition. They are playing the Warriors, so they'll fancy the chances winning the game. If you talk about the Tigers, and the Tigers versus the Royals will be a very, very crucial tie, because Tigers have to win. They certainly feel, looking at the combinations and so far what has happened, the history of this tournament of MCL Season 11, any cricketing expert would certainly fancy Masters winning this one, as Stallions have lost 6. So Masters are gelling very well. They are sorting the combinations. They are winning from a difficult situation, defending the totals. So the batters also coming in form. Someone like Vikrant Prabhu, Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar contributing decently, and so are the top orders. So everyone is contributing for the Masters. So expect Masters to be favorite here, as the prediction meter will be more in favor of them. Excellent ball there, pitched and just bounced a little bit. End of 1 over is 4 without loss. Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar beginning, and this is the same pair that almost begins simultaneously. First over for Vikrant, the second over for Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar, and that's what good teams have. They have the combination sorted who are going to bowl in the different situations, and Siddesh might be used later on. Maybe he can bowl one over, one more if the conditions suited him. He can beat the bat on a couple of occasions, bowl a good over. Then you might see captain giving one more over. Looking to pull it away, not middling the ball altogether, and looking for a quick couple of runs. Not the best of the throws here, not the best of the throws, and that's might run for another one. Poor throw here from Angat Panginkar. That will cause few more. Should have thrown at the wicket keeper, looking for a run out at the non-striker's end. And I can't blame the fielder backing up there because the ball ricocheted after hitting Siddu's legs maybe. Got to be very, very alert. Very good running so far from both the batters. Naval Naik and Amrish been sent as openers here. That's hit in the air. Might be a difficult chance and falling in between. So that's first intent from Naval Naik to go up and over. Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar is all charged up. He feels that the fielders will give little bit more here. You expect Naval Naik maybe and this to hit over the mid-wicket region, and that's why the fielder has been placed over there. Well, coming back to the points table, the Masters, I was expected, and any win predictor will give more percentage to Masters to win this year. But it's also how quickly they do it, because a lot of eyes will be there from the other camps, from the Thunders, from the Tigers, as well as aged, well bowled, but there is a man in the deep. So the Knights, the Thunders, and the Tigers will be having a close watch of this game, especially for the overall net run rate, how fast Masters finish, and if they win it or not. If they don't win here, well, it will be much, much less pressure on the other camps. It gets him inside edge and hitting the off stump, and he gets the first wicket here for the team of Masters. They drew the first blood, and you can see Siddesh is always pumped up whenever he gets the wicket there. Gets rid of Naval Naik, and that's the first strike. So that's the end of over number 2. A successful over here for Siddesh Alvekar and the Masters, 10 for 1 after 2. So just the one over here for Vikrant, and they are opting Angat Panginkar. I don't feel anything wrong here. Just because the conditions are slightly favorable, especially in the first 6 overs, because but there is a little bit of dew. Still, you can see the wetness, slight droplets shining just because of the sunlight. That is an indication that there is a slight dew on the top on this green surface. Not only on the pitch, but pitch, I think it must have eased out. But talking about the outfield, whenever the ball is being hit over there, certainly some droplets will. How did that miss? Miss the line altogether. I think slight shape in. So the droplets is going to just roll on the surface of the leather of this particular white ball, and certainly there will be a little bit in there for the bowlers. Conducive for maybe first half an hour or so. After that, it will be much easier, much better for the batters. That's why it was an important toss to win for the Masters. Ah, it's got him. It's got him there. Crashed onto the off stump. You can see he was getting the gentle in swingers going, and this time he bowled perfectly. Gets rid of Amrish Kantak. It dipped in and it came in sharply. That's well bowled. And second wicket down, 10 for 2. Nicely clipped on the leg side. Might be looking for a couple of runs. Yeah, easy 2 runs there. Well played by the batter Ankush Patil. Has been promoted here at number 4. Once again, another change in the batting order. They are giving chance to everyone here. Angada is certainly getting a little bit of in swings, in deepers, and he need to make better drive rather than bowling slightly short. Not a problem if the batter goes for the drive. That's much better. Yeah, that's a crashing shot into the offside. A solid cover drive here from Dr. Ankush Patil. It was half volley and drove it firmly. Seventeen for 2 at the end of 3. An over from Angat Panginkar that gets the wicket for the Masters. Oh, that's a lovely shot. What a drive. This is fit to the pitch of the ball and just raced on. Excellent batting. That is what you got to do. Have a firm front foot coming towards the pitch of the ball. And many of the batters that have faltered had hardly any fit movement. And I think Ankush Patil has got a lot of runs and looks very confident. That is what happens to the batters. The conditions are still the same. The bowlers are still the same. But the confidence on the batter is slightly more than all other batters. Dr. Ankush Patil flowing beautifully with those two cover drives. I can see the timing there is working it very well. He's watching it very carefully. Good hand and eye coordination, picking the line very much early is an asset to any batter. So far, all the followers have been seen from. That's nicely bowled. That's nicely bowled. That's much better. That's back of length and a slight away movement. So all the four medium pace bowlers have been used. No sign of a spinner introduced into the attack. Dr. Sunny Kamath report is slightly late. Was taken inside just before the beginning of this over. Certainly, the time that he has come late will be counted here, and accordingly, he'll be asked to bowl a little bit later once that time gets over on the field. So far, Masters are in control, having picked up 2 wickets. They need to take these wickets, and they need to come hard against the batters of Stallions. They have to. They have to push things quickly, just because they cannot afford Stallions to get a total of 150. As upishly played, the ball just risen from the spot there of the back of length. Well controlled in the end. Didn't try to go too hard. Marcino. As in the air, but that is played very well. Lot of timing. Picked it up early and pulls it away, just away from the fielder there and gets the boundary. Superb timing there behind that shot, and is looking very, very good today. Dr. Ankush Patil marks the end of over number 4. The second boundary coming in the mid-wicket region. 27 for 2. The next game is between the Tigers and the Royals. Royals, after winning the 5th game, will have hoped that they will have just got the direct qualifiers. Although they are sitting pretty at the top in terms of 10 points, but there are 5 teams that can match with 10 points. So they are also not confirmed of the seat if they have a bad day today. The Royals will be putting their best outfit, understanding that they have to finish at the top. Miss there, playing across the line. Vikrant Prabhu has been brought back to bowl the second over. So you expect Vikrant to bowl 2 in the power plays and 2 in the death overs. That's how the Masters go with the plan. Angad Pangirkar was maybe not into the bowling act last season as well. I didn't see him. And this season also started, maybe I saw in the last game itself, not before that. So Angad, I think they will be using him depending upon the condition, just like how it is now. Slight bit of movement. They might just use him for 1 or 2 overs and hoping to maybe just break the partnership and pick up wickets. If the things are very much conducive in the environment. Now the sunlight is much more stronger. You can see whatever leaf effect, I think it will have gone off nicely up and over. Not middling the ball, but certainly Good intent. So a couple of runs taken in the covers region. You see the batters will be looking to play more shots now. Conditions will be getting slightly better and better as the time progresses. Trying to hit on the rise and missed it altogether. Angat Panginkar and will give in another one. And just took his eyes off the ball, trying to collect it from one hand. He had his one eyes on the batters. So another extra run has been stolen there from Marzino and Dr. Ankush Patil. 31 for 2. Wonderful morning today for all the Goans. Happy Goa Liberation Day to every proud Goan. And it's the 64th Goa Liberation Day, and there is a lot of fanfare. There is a lot of excitement for the school kids, for all of us, as the Indian tricolor is being waved off in all the schools and the government departments everywhere. Everyone is celebrating this important day for in the lives of every Goan. The day that actually changed and reshaped Goa's identity, Goa's culture, and Goa's future. Because that day after Operation Vijay, Goa aligned with the sovereign Republic of India. That was actually a little late, but I think finally it has come, and finally Goans are enjoying having that separate identity, separate culture, and mixing it well. This is a run out opportunity on the cards. Certainly a day that every Goan cherishes in their lives. The freedom, who doesn't like it? So 5 was gone, 31 for 2. Certainly an opportunity here in the commentary box also to remember the martyrs, the first martyr Balaraya Mapari, and the great freedom fighters T.B. Kunna, Ram Manohar Lohiya, and all our leaders who gave their sweat, gave their blood for the liberation of Goa from the colonial rule of Portuguese. Certainly a day to salute all those martyrs here. An opportunity from the commentary box at MCL season 11, and it is being currently underway. So Goa has progressed in every field after getting the freedom there in 1961. This is in the air, and this is an easy chance. The ball never came. It came way too late. Marzino trying to play off the back foot and scooping it straight in the hands of the bowler. An easy catch here for Angad, and he's into the wickets column. 2 for him, and is the Masters. They are getting wickets on a regular basis. 32 for 3 in 5.2. Lovely bowling there. That's a very good first delivery for a new batter. That's exactly the length. Man, you got backing of the captain, good field set. He's not having that much of pace, but he's got height. So he's definitely going to get a little bit of more bounce compared to both other bowlers around. And that's why you can see the earlier wicket ball bounced and just stopped a bit. That's much better. Looking for the swing there, looking to pitch the ball up, looking to sneak the ball in between the bat and pad. That's what you got to do in when the ball is doing little bit something in your favor. It doesn't have that much of pace. That's the reason why batters have a little bit of time to adjust. Someone like Vikrant Prabhu, if he was getting this bit of in swing, I think it would have been lot of problems for the batters. Second one drifted down the leg side by Angad. Need to control it. And this is what happens when you try to bowl with pace. Your shoulders also just not in the right shape, the straight one that you need to get. That's why the ball just swinging down the leg side. You can see how this MCL has gone forward. We started in the month of November, and now we are into the second last day of the league stages. Still not sure which are the four teams that are going to qualify on which spots. Highly competitive environment, highly entertaining matches that went into the last over. Just because I think the surface is so good, the surface is so competitive for the batters. High scoring matches have been witnessed. The bowlers and the captains have to really work hard on this wicket. They have to come out with some sort of plan. Well fielded. He was already halfway mark. Ankush Patil is very a good runner between the wickets. He feels that there was a single. There was a single if the backing was right. If you are not starting from the non-strikers end, it's always difficult. It's the end of power play overs, 35 for 3. The first 6 overs, if you talk about the power play overs, I think it has been clearly won by the Masters here. 35 for 3. They will have hope for such a start, especially the wickets column. That is always what puts the batting on the back foot. As they don't, they have didn't have the best of the times here at MCL. The batters they kept on shuffling with their overall batting line of batting order. You see, Infancho as well has been sent very late. It was very, very effective in the power play overs. Certainly not getting the best combinations. And now, after the power play overs, here comes the bowling change. The spinner has been introduced into the attack, looking to step out. The bowler, who is very much slow in the air, Anand Mishra, introduced. Dr. Ankush Patil is already betting on 17 of 10, and Ruben Karekar is just fresh onto the wicket. Let's see how the wicket is helping here for the spinner, whether that is going to be a little purchase or ball is going to stop and come. That might be one indication. I feel the ball might just stop a bit and might not come on to the bat, especially for the spinners, maybe till the 10 or 11 overs. And he's bowling very, very slow in the air. Well bowled, very nicely flighted. This is what he got to do. Keep up the pressure on the batters, not trying to give easy deliveries to get the boundaries. And you see both Ruben and Ankush trying to just do something fancy there. Well bowled, nicely tossing up. That's how we got to start. And immediately expected, this plan is expected from any of the captains. All the 6 overs have been bowled by medium pacers. They have done excellently so far. This was, I think, the googly. This was a googly, and it get a single there. Ankush was looking to get a second there. Never there. So far, 2 singles have been taken. A good start here from Anand Mishra. You need to finish well. Well bowled, excellently bowled. So Googly to finish this over number 7. Just the 2 runs conceded. 37 for 3 after 7. Another over here for Angat Panginkar, coming to bowl from Mr. Dinesh the Kannada Gallery. And today's match is, as well as tomorrow Sunday, is a holiday, and we are going to start the qualifiers on Monday. So today being a holiday, we are getting the matches here on Friday. Otherwise, normally you see Saturday and Sunday. So Sunday will be off for the first 2 top teams. It is the off was definitely required, but certainly we don't know who are the first 2 teams. We might just get to know maybe tomorrow, or maybe if Royals win today's game against the Tigers, they'll be suddenly there will be no one to challenge them at the top spot. Second spot might be up for grabs by anyone, any other 4 teams. Avengers, the Warriors, and the Stallions. All 3 are out of the race. This was an opportunity there. Vikrant Prabhu missed out on the covers position there. Quick single. Need to rotate the strike. Keep on moving this. Masters just has to just keep that grip tighten, not allow it to lose here. A loose phase just can give a big momentum to the Stallions to post a big total, which is then going to be difficult for them to chase. That's much better. You can see the short covers coming 3 or 4 steps inside, especially to the new batter, Ruben Karekar, and that is what you expect. These are the small things that you need to learn. He just new onto the crease, is not having so far the best of the timing, whatever deliveries that he has faced, and that's why you need to just pile up the pressure on the new batter, as the feet are not moving as swiftly as someone like Ankush Patil. Opportunity, a good effort, very good effort there by Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar, just spilling it out at the last moment, but nothing short of the effort there. It was not timed. It was falling way in front of him. Mangat Penginkar was a little excited to get his third wicket. You expect that because he has not got too much of bowling so far in this competition. But whenever you get and whenever there are chances created, it always encourages the bowlers. Well stopped. It's a big man. He's a big boy, and he stops it off his foot. Actually, it's not the smartest way to do it. 8 overs gone is 42 for the loss of 3. Nicely bowled. I think Angat picked it up very late, but Ruben were very slow. Ruben wanted to see the ball go past the bowler, and that's why he was starting slow at the non-striker's end. But Angad never picked it up where the ball was. He was a young medium pace bowler. Definitely must have exhausted out his after bowling his third over. He's not having a lot of bowling so far, so you can expect he was trying to just recollect his breath there. Well pushed for a single. Looking for a couple of runs. Slide fumble. Enough for Dr. Ankush Patil. That's how we got to run. Run the first one hard and see if there is a slight error by the fielder. And there was from Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. That was good enough to pick another one. Nicely bowled. Well tossed up just outside. Well picked on the leg side. Nicely bowled and he's bowling well there. Anand Mishra just conceding 8 runs of the first 2 overs. 9 overs gone, 48 for 3. So Dr. Sunny Kamath has come, and that's what I was mentioning. Has come a little bit late after 3 overs, and I think almost 5 overs have gone. 17 minutes late, so we have gone well past that. It's almost half an hour when he has arrived. So now he's getting his time to bowl. That's why he's coming in over number 9. Very, in fact, 10 overs. Down the ground, place good fielders there. Very important. That straight positions are very, very important. You got to have the strongest fielders, tall as well. They've got three of those, and they are almost patrolling every time these regions. Siddesh for ball wicker at long off, Vikrant at long on, and Nangat at mid wicket region. So Sunny Kamath also starting well with in his spell off spinners. So far, very much in control of the game. The Masters, they've used the conditions very well. This is the only partnership that looked not threatening, but looked good so far. Compact, looking for a couple of runs. Siddesh, yeah, 2 runs there. Played it slightly wide of the fielder. Some hesitancy is still been seen by both these batters. Still not confident about these batters. Ankush is one who is much quicker compared to any other players around in MCL. So other partners have to just gauge him well with his running between the wickets. Slides towards the third man and gets the boundary. A lot of pace provided by Dr. Sunny Kamath, and he's flashing hard. There's another boundary here for Dr. Ankush Patil. And a lot of width. You can see a lot of width as well as a slightly short. Yeah, and that's why you can see a flashy shot. The boundary after some time, and that's another one for Dr. Ankush Patil. He moves on to 28 of 22. He's moving towards another 35. He's been the only consistent batter so far in this competition. He has been asked to bat at number 8, number 7, number 9, number 4, number 3, and he has been successful on most of the occasions. 55 for the loss of 3. 1 ball to go of the halfway mark. Well fielded. He's diving towards the left hand side and stopping the ball. Another edge there, and that marks the end of the halfway mark. The 10 overs is 56 for the loss of 3 Stallions. That's put away nicely, very strongly, well fielded by Dr. Satish Kamath in the backward square leg. So far, the ground fielding has been good, apart from few lapses here and there. That is bound to happen when everyone is not professional in most of the teams. We see many of the sides who are very strong fielding sides, young fielding sides. I see Knights certainly up there, and so can be said about the Thunders, because they have got young fielding side. Royals have got decent one. They've got the fielders who can patrol the boundaries, some who can take good catches. The Tigers are also decent, but if you talk about the fielding strength, young fielding side will have a lot of advantages. There's the picked up nicely, and that goes for boundary. Effort there, but I think it was timed so beautifully, so powerfully there from the bat of Dr. Ankush Patil. The timing is getting better. This time he waited for the ball, and that is 34 runs here from just 25 balls of Dr. Ankush Patil. Another 35 on the cards. The time by Anand Mishra. He knew that the batter is going to go hard for the big one, and another batter has succumbed to that 34-digit mark, not getting towards the 35. Anand Mishra into the wickets column, and Dr. Ankush Patil was looking very confident, was looking very, very aggressive, played a lot of shots, got a lot of boundaries, has certainly gone back. So it's 62 for the loss of 4 in 11 overs, and here comes Inferno. So in comes the crucial player here for not only the Stallions but also for the Masters, because they need to get him early. And if they get him early, that acceleration might be delayed, or it might not even come, because not many of the batters deep down has got plenty of runs from the Stallions camp. Well bowled here, very well bowled. The first up, good pace. Has bowled well so far in this competition. Whenever the chances has been given, he'll be pretty happy after taking the wicket of Dr. Ankush Patil. In Fanshawe certainly has to have a plan here. He is very strong in the mid wicket, long on region. Anything that is very short, he likes to pull it away. Hitting the bottom of the bat. Slowing it down for someone like Infancho is a very good plan. 11 overs gone is 63 for 4 Stallions. That's whacked away. Yeah, I told you he's going to be merciless against anything that is short, because he's nimble on the feet, very good when he goes deep inside, and he will fancy someone like Dr. Sunny Kamath instead of Anand Mishra, because Anand Mishra just slows it in the air, and Sunny just provides a little bit of pace to work with. It's much easy for someone like Infancho. Got a few more options. Dr. Prasad Ghode, who's the keeper of this side, hasn't bowled yet. Got more combination. Even Sudesh Prabhu Desai, I don't think so he's playing today. He's certainly not playing this particular game. Certainly not seen the field. So he's going to be super sub there. And if you see someone like Rasik Paikot, he has bowled decently. So he might get just one odd over. I think they are waiting maybe for Infansio's wicket to get someone like Rasik Paikot. So let's see what's the plan here. So far we have seen this time swept away. Mr. Poor effort from the fielder. Needed to bend it down. There were two men backing it up, and it gone right in between both of them and goes for the boundary. The first boundary here in the innings of Infancio. They needed to stop this. You can't give him a start. So far, 5 bowling options have been used. They can get one more option because 6 have to be utilized. Dr. Prasad Ghode is there. Rasik Paikot is there. Dr. Satyesh Kamath. This is in the air. This is a big chance. Oh, that's gone straight over the head. No chance. Even the tall man like Angad Panginkar can't stop it. He just smoked it out of the park and gets a maximum. That is what Infancio brings into the side. And that is why I see Masters, they have to be very much on their toes here against Infancio. Early, positive, and a strong shot for Infancio and takes the total to 75 in 12 overs. That's nicely bowled, very nicely bowled, slightly away from his reach. Anything straight, he's going to pounce onto it easily. 12 overs gone, 76 for 4. Infancio batting well on 13, and Ruben Karekar going on 12 of 17. They put away nicely, picking the length early, and they have introduced their best medium pace bowler, Vikrant Prabhu, just to get a wicket here. Certainly, I think it's a very good strategy. They understand that Infancio is the key. If the score is going above 140, 150 against the Masters, then Infancio needs to be taken out. And for that reason, they have got their best medium pacer, the best fast bowler from their ranks, the Masters, into the attack. I think it's just going to be a burst of 1 over, just like he created a sparkling performance in the previous game against the Avengers when it got rid of 2 important wickets in the same over, Amlon as well as Gopal Gamas. And that over just changed the entire scenario. What a shot! What a shot! Absolutely outstanding. That has gone on the roads here. He was trying to surprise in the fans show. I told he's very, very, very quick on to the shot, anything that is shot, and he just clobbered it over the top. This is an absolutely fabulous hit. Full shot. in this day against the fast bowler of the Masters. Inferno is looking dangerous. That ball will certainly require a lot of searching there. It has gone into the SI camp, and many are already searching. The ground staff, as well as the spectators who were watching the game, certainly were all claps when you saw that shot from Infancio. This is in the air, just short of the captain. So Angat Penginkar there, and I think he has been taken into a long on position. I think that has that shot, that pull shot, certainly awakened the Masters, understanding that Infancio is in rollicking form and is just taking this total to a certain sort of respect here. They were going at around 6 runs per over. He's increasing the pace off the back foot. The wicket is looking very good now. Very good for batting. After just a half hour or 40 minutes of time when the things were going right for the Masters, whatever the moisture content and whatever the help from the surface has all eased off, and it looks once again like a batting paradise. Infancio is batting on 22 of just 9 balls. It's in 2 innings. The quickest one, so one from Vedan Naik and the other one from Kapil Sinha Vorkar that got 40 wide ball. '88 for 4 in over number 13. Got a lot of momentum once Infancio has arrived. Masters have certainly will be feeling a little bit heat here, understanding that another few overs for Infancio and Ruben Karek, this score might just go up a bit, driving on the rise. Good partnership growing here for the Stallions. So marks the end of over number 13, 89 for the loss of 4. Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar in his third over. So 3 overs for Angat has been bowled, and the 3 overs for Vikrant. He might bowl 1 over in the death, and the third over here for Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. Still no signs of that sixth bowling option. They feel that and I think the reason is they feel that if they get a wicket here, they break this partnership or get these two batters, the lower down is not as strong compared to many other teams, and they can bowl that sixth bowling option. That's the plan here. That's why they are bowling Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar already into his third over. Just trying to stop this momentum a bit, which is going in favor of the Stallions. Not many of the lower order batters of the Stallions have got runs there, and that's why Masters are just with a change of plan. Normally, you see Siddesh Alvekar bowling the 18, 19, or the 20th over. Same can be said about Vikrant Prabhu. 1 over definitely bowl later on. Cutting away sharply towards the backward point. There is a man in the deep. Slight fumble and going for the second there. Inferno is very, very quick. The ball has come straight on in to the fielder's hands and missed it. They got to be on the toes, the fielders. I think Inferno will not be bothered because he loves the ball coming onto the bat, and someone like Siddesh or Vikrant Prabhu just gets the ball with a lot of pace. He's quite young and it's quite good on his feet. He just played it early. Once again, that same shot hitting the bottom of the bat. You got to be very careful in bowling that back of length or short length against Infancho. I will feel that he has missed out on that occasion. 25, he has raced on to just 12 balls at a strike rate of 200. Mammoth 6 and boundaries as well. List in his innings so far. That's much better. That's exactly where you need to bowl him. He's strong off the back foot rather than on the front. If you see the wagon wheel, he's a very good hooker and puller of the ball, and that's why you need to make him drive more. Because already the weight transfer is on the back foot, and he expects the back of length delivery to him most of the time. You can bowl this length to Ruben Karekar. The hard length, good over this has been so far for the Masters. They need to finish well, and in fact, he has finished well. It's the end of 14 overs. No boundary considered by Siddesh Alvekar in this over. It's 94 for 4 after 14. So the owner of the team Comes back and oh, that was a chance. That was a big chance. He was not ready for that. Not ready for that. Doctor is just consoling him. You can understand this important chance has been dropped by the owner himself. The skipper is consoling his teammate. Yes. Well fielded, run out opportunity, but he's very quick. Now the big challenge up against Dr. Satish Kamath to bowl against Infancho. 3 men in the deep, square leg, cow corner, and long on region. Very much important. And also that protection at the extra covers region. Which length? I think a short ball should be just curtailed here. That's more like it. Locked away and looks to be picking up a couple of runs and gets it easily. Will feel the chance. That was not a difficult chance of his own bowling, but he was not ready for that very first ball. Caught and bowled. Most of the times you are not prepared yourself. Yeah, after one or two balls, you are into the action mode. That's in the air. That's a big chance. And it's been taken. And I told you, just bowl full length and just slightly wide. And he's just going to go for it. Infancho went high, but it did not go long. Catch taken. Not the best of the technique there from Angad Panginkar, taking it away from his body. But he's got strong hands and he takes a crucial wicket off Infancho. That will just get them back into the huddle and also get back in the momentum. The Masters, they pick up the 5th wicket, 97 for 5. Gets himself off the mark. The captain straight away is Nikhil Virjinkar. Infancho going back to the pavilion, and what a wicket that was, bringing the smiles on the faces of the Masters. They understand how crucial and how big that wicket was. Now they will be a little bit more relaxed. They were a little bit of tense creeping up on the faces of most of the fielders and the bowlers when Infancho was batting. 15 overs gone, 99 for 5, the Stallions. He's straight back in the air. So Rasik Foykot, the 7th bowler, has been utilized here, and that's a right plan. Just because I think these 3 overs will finish between 3 or 4 overs, depending upon the situation. I think only might be 1 over for him, or 2 over for Rasik, and 1 over for Dr. Satish Kamath, depending upon how well each of them bowl. Dr. Satish Kamath has given them the breakthroughs. That's played nicely on the onside. He's quite new onto the wicket, so he will buy his time. And now it's time for Ruben Karekar to just up the ante. He has consumed a lot of deliveries for his 19, going at a strike rate less than somewhere around 80. So he got to be accelerating a bit here to have a good finish. That's what you need to play more shots now. At least Ruben Karekar, once you have spent so much of time on the crease. Just 4 more overs to go after this one, and Masters have so far have got the things back in control. They have not allowed the game to be raced away, and that's the problem with the Stallions. Even if they get a good partnership in the middle, the acceleration is not coming, and the death overs need to target the weak bowlers, need to target the sixth and the seventh bowling option of the opponent side. Masters won't be bothered about the singles being taken. Rasik has started well and bowled his over quite quickly as well. 16 done. Just the 5 runs considered by Rasik. It's 104 for 5 Stallions. Should be running for a couple of runs, and yeah, should be, and they get it easily in the end. So that's 2 runs taken. Dr. Satish Kamath into his second over. So the sixth bowling option so far. This is the third over for them. So they are bowled on a trot. And that allows little bit of relaxation for the captain, having seen the 3 overs of the sixth bowling option. Very good running between the wickets. That is what was missed earlier on. They should have taken a lot of single inside the circle, putting pressure on the fielders inside. We are into the 17th over. 106 for 5. Full toss ball. That's been clobbered. Man in the deep. And fielding it well. Should get a couple of runs. And that's not bad. Saving the boundary was the odd of the morning so far for them. And that's much better. They're fielding instead of going hard towards the ball and losing the ball for a boundary. At least giving one extra rather than conceding a boundary. Yeah, that's much better. Getting the single there. Yeah, a little bit slow there. Little bit slow, skipper. That's what skipper of Masters thought, and trying to have a run out. Another over has gone by. They are finishing the overs very quickly. 17 gone. 109 for 5. Shot there. Well picked up on the leg side. I thought the 3 overs would have been finished there, and they could have opted for one more option. or the old options. Bowled straight onto these pads, and he just smacks it over the top. Well picked up, and showing that he's also into good touch now. He spent a lot of time. That's why that happens when you bowl straight and you have been hit for a six, and then immediately the next one you toss it wide. Crucial over. I think this might be an expensive over coming on the way. You might see the batters looking to take the charge against Rosik Paikot. This is over number 18. I thought you would have bowled maybe an over from Vikrant Prabhu, the next one, and Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. And one over from Sunny Kamath. Straight down the ground, belted it well, and beating Vikrant Prabhu at the long on region. So now the momentum, I told you, slight mistake here by Dr. Prasad Gode, thinking that the previous over was bowled by Rasik Paikot. I think he should have gone for his premium bowler here. Is 121 for 5. Is anyhow got rid of 3 overs of the sixth bowling option. So you should go for your main bowlers, especially at this point of time when the batters are looking to cut loose. It's a good total so far where Masters have to chase. Not about the chase, but also chase it in quick time, just to get that net run rate quite up. That's another one. This might be a chance. Fielder underneath and takes it nicely. Well taken by Dr. Sunny Kamath, trying to get across the line. You expect such shots being played. Maybe just did not get a meat of the bat and no power behind it. Very good catch, very well judged here by Dr. Sunny Kamath in the deep. And it's 122 for 6 in 18 overs as the skipper of Stallion departs. So now the last 2 overs from their premium fast bowlers, Vikrant Prabhu and Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. If you talk about the top 2 for medium pace bowlers, it's certainly Vikrant Prabhu and Siddharth Ganekar with outright pace. Both are slightly different. Siddharth is swinging the ball both ways with his pace, and If you see the action of Vikrant, he's hit the deck hard and gets a lot of purchase from the surface, and is taken in the short covers, and a wonderful change of pace here from Vikrant Prabhu. Good slower off cutter and gets a wicket there. So that's the seventh wicket going down at 122. Vikrant comes and Vikrant strikes. And gets the boundary there. Yeah, that's well played here. They need some runs now. And is Ashwin comes and Ashwin gets the boundary. And everyone was struggling with the timing. Ashwin comes and striking one. What a crucial boundary. Not so much for the Stallions, but Masters will be telling us Ashwin has come as like a surprise package for them with the boundary there. There are two men in the backward point region, one in the deep third man. Can Ashwin strike one more? Vikrant, I think he might just try a slow ball once again. Yeah, he just tried it. Expected run out opportunity, direct hit, gone, and missed it. Nothing wrong in shying at the stumps. He was definitely out of the crease there, the batter. Again, the slower off cutter that was tried. Expected him to bowl that with change of pace. That is what you need to do as a smart bowler. 127 for 7. Just the 8 ball remain here. Anything as well bowled. Need to bowl dot balls here. Amit Kamath and Ashwin, not the strongest of the lower order pairs. That's much better fielding, and that is what Anup Kurtarkar was prompting. You get the point deep, because any age with the pace of the bowler certainly will be going for a boundary, and that's the right thing. You need to bowl still slightly wideish outside the line of off stump. Yeah, that's much better. We'll get a single at the most, and that's how we're going to finish over number 19. 128 for the loss of 7 Stallions. Nicely played down the ground. They won't be bothered about the singles. Anything under 135. Uh, yeah, they will be happy masters. And they will be hoping to chase this target somewhere around maybe the 15 overs. Looking to get a strong start in the power plays. Stallions once again losing the plot. And that's the struggle that they have been throughout. They would like to get a win here, although it's not a substantial total. Anything maybe 160 would have been or a fighting total, not a winning total. So, because Masters have a strong batting lineup. They are far away from that target. Because we only have that's nicely played. Walked onto the leg side. The deep square leg should be behind. Dr. Satyesh Kamath is stopping and 3 runs easily taken. Well, they've kept 3 men inside on the leg. I don't understand. There was a mid on, there was a square leg. These are the death overs. So I think just a 4 men inside will be good enough. And now he's getting the long off inside and putting the mid on back, deep square leg back. That should have been done earlier. Well played here from Ashwin. So far, he has got a boundary as well as 3 runs, maintaining a very good strike rate, running hard with his partner Amit Kamath. Inside edge, running hard. Yeah, that's more like it. Get as many runs as possible. They got towards 132, 133 in fact. So 3 balls left. Straight back to the bowler. Dot ball. That's more like it for the Masters. 135. They are definitely going to fancy their chances, but they need a start. Will we see a change in the batting order coming up next time, just like we saw from the Knights camp? I expect so. But they need a good start. A lovely stop. Very, very crucial stop. That was suddenly racing towards the boundary. He placed it nicely, but just the stretched hands from this keeper, understanding how crucial every save is. Saving 3 runs for the side because the ball was traveling towards the right hand side. 134, and in comes the last ball of the innings. And that's a miss here, run out opportunity, and that's a good job by the keeper. Very good job done by Sudhir. Not trying to throw the underarm because that most of the time missed by the keepers. So just trying to walk to the wickets and just remove the stumps and run out of the last ball of this innings. Masters, I think they will be pretty comfortable. They will be pretty happy in the end. There's just a good innings there from Dr. Ankush Patil of 34. A decent contribution from Inferno. A little low there from Ruben Karekar. Very slow in terms of the overall strike rate of somewhere under around 80. And that's where they got towards the total of 134, which is far below the par. Talk about the bowling is Vikrant Prabhu picking up the wicket. Very economical as always. Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar another wicket, and Angat Pangirkar picking up 2 wickets for just 16 runs. Very handy contributions from Anand Mishra with very good economy. And this is the partnership there. Just maybe the 3 partnership that was highlighted. It was Ankush Patil and Marcino. But important was Dr. Ankush Patil and Ruben Karekar, and Infanshu and Ruben Karekar. Nikhil Virjinkar and Ruben Karekar, 25 of 20. The 3 partnership, not big ones, but decent one, and that's why they got just around average total of 134 with 135 runs to get. And I certainly see Masters coming hard to chase this target of 135 runs. So let's see how quickly they get this 135. Shantaram Gaitonde and Vishwesh Kamath. Opening pair here for the run chase of Masters. Nikhil Virginkal with the ball in his hand has been prolific as a skipper. Just that he has contributed from his side, but rest of the contributions didn't come up for the Stallions camp. Sanup Kutsarkar certainly is not playing this particular game as an opener. Chatandaram Gaitonde has to fill his shoes. The target is not much, 135, but it's all about getting the target in quick time and just going up with that overall net run rate is certainly the thinking of the Masters. Gets off the mark with a single. So Vishwesh Kamath, three fielders inside the circle on the off. In fact, the leg, and this was an easy picking. Well played. Off his body, back of length, and just hooks it away for 4 runs towards the backward square leg. That's what the Masters required. They required a good start early on in the power play overs. Vishwet certainly has done a pretty good job as far as keeping the strike rate is concerned. I was mentioning about the three fielders inside, and you should be bowling slightly away from the body of the batters, and that is actually the wrong line to be bowling. Advantage there. Now the fielder has been taken in the deep after the shot being played. Man in the deep, third man has been brought inside. Well, now you cannot give too much of width on the offside. Need to bowl straight. Yeah, that's more like it. That's much better. Certainly missing Siddesh Borkes in today's encounter. Ankush Patil can do the job of medium pace bowling, replacing Siddesh Borke. They've got a few bowling options there. Well bowled, excellent line, excellent line. Appeal there from the upfielders, but nothing of the bat. There was definitely some sound heard, maybe bat hitting the pad, but definitely not an edge there. And even it was not convincing from the bowler himself. He understood that the ball was slightly far away from the bat, but this is a perfect length and line. That's where he need to focus more. Sufficiently played, should get a single and gets it easily. End of over number 1 is 6 without loss, Masters. So expected Dr. Ankush Patil to bowl with the new ball. Again, looking to pull that ball on the leg side, anything that is short, and the intent is nice. That's what they have to do. They have to come hard against the new ball, and in the context of that, they might lose few wickets. So that is going to happen. But You just need to give yourself a chance of chasing this one in maybe around 15 overs. For that, they require early start. Straight over the top. That's more like it. In his arc and goes down the ground. That is what he will be expecting, and more expectation from even the camp to get a good start. His second boundary for Vishwish Kamath. Going for one more and goes it. Goes for one more. One bounce, two bounce, 4 runs. So pitching the ball up is Ankush Patil, and Vishwesh Kamath is not packing himself off the challenge here. He knows my team has to be given a good start. Not afraid to go aerial way and got 2 boundaries at the long off region. There's a very, very strong intent and a fantastic couple of boundaries so far in this over. He's taking the challenge of Dr. Ankush Patil. I think he will be looking for a few more. That's more like it, getting a single after the 2 boundaries. So 9 runs coming off this over so far. I think they will be searching to get somewhere around 10 runs per over. Almost every over is what the target will be. If you go by that, they will be getting this total in 14 overs. Nicely bowled, getting the shape away. Marks the end of over number, in fact, a ball left of the second over. The score is on 15. No, it's the end of 15 without loss. Another one. This is a chance there. One bounce. Is looking to hit straight. Anything that the ball is pitched up in his arc, is not afraid to go the aerial way in spite of having a fielder at the long off. That's very nice thinking here from Vishwesh Kamath. That should be 4 runs. That should be 4 runs. Slicing it, opening the face of the bat. And that's more like it. 2 men inside. And it's actually a very skillful shot here from the batter. Anyone would have placed it with the straight bat. He just opens the face of the bat at the last moment and just glides it between the backward point and short third man. Boundaries are coming now for the Masters. Looking to get a single. Ankush Patil is very quick. Oh, 3 were the non-strikers. Vishwesh was not looking at the ball there. Just gets a single anyhow in the end. Very smart from Ankush Patil. He saw that non-striker was going slow towards the striker's end. Just maybe putting a little bit of pressure, making Vishwesh to run a little bit harder there. Ricocheting and gets a single. Many are putting the legs there. That happens instantly. That's instant reaction to stop the boundary, and definitely must have pain there. It's not a good thing to do because you might break the ankle. It's somewhere close to the ankle that you are just going to invite the trouble for you. There's another one. Pace provided by the bowler, trying to bowl a full length. Once again in that same region. It's almost a carbon copy of the previous one. You can see the width provided. He just opens the face and just glides it down using the pace of the bowler. And he has placed a long off region. There is a man in the deep point covers region. There is no one in the deep third man region. So if we are going to provide a lot of width over there, then certainly once it goes past the inner ring, it's a boundary there for the taking. Smart batting. Big appeal, but certainly drifting down the leg side. So getting a single there. So far, it's a good start. They have got 27 without loss after the end of 3 overs, going at exactly 9 runs per over. And got him there. He's got so many wickets off this fly. Deceived the batsman totally. Foxed him. And that's where he has been very, very good. Govind Gaonkar, the owner of this Stallion side. He has picked up wickets of many of the batters up the order. He bowls is slow in the air and he puts it in the right areas most of the time. So breaks the partnership. Shantaram Gaitonde departs. Is 27 for 1 in the fourth over. So Dr. Samir Kamath, number 3. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's how we got to bat. Wait for the ball to arrive and then smack it away over the cow corner region with the spin. Well picked up, picking his spot nicely. Dr. Sunny Kamath. Man at the long off region, long on region, no one in the cow corner region there. There is no one at the long on. What is happening there? Man at the mid wicket region and big opportunity for Dr. Sunny Kamath to just go downtown. I am still not convinced with this field here, with long on quite vacant, and when the off spinner is tossing the ball up. Well played down the ground. And in fact, if they ran hard, they can easily get 2 runs there with young legs. They just decide for a single. So far, this is a wonderful over. Apart from that boundary from Dr. Sunny Kamath, he's got a wicket of Shantaram. Vishwesh Kamath was the job. Yeah, no appeal from the bowler. Absolutely no appeal from the bowler. He knew that it was going down the leg side. 4 overs gone, 32 for 1. Good over for the Stallions. It's big appeal, big appeal. Everyone appealing. Umpire had a close look at it. Definitely was a big shout. Certainly, maybe with the angle. And you can see Ankush Patil when he bowls, his last stride, he bowls just slightly wideish of the wicket and gets that angle sharply back in, and using that width of the crease. Played it nicely and gets it for the boundary. Played it on to the square, and with the pace of Ankush Patil, once it goes past the inner ring, certainly not easy for the fielder in the deep. Gets the crucial boundary there. Things were very much kept quiet here by Dr. Ankush Patil. Slight risk taken, well bowled here. You can't blame the bowler. Not too much of width, but he's flashing hard, trying to break free from the clutches there, and gets the boundary and moves the score to 36. Still not, I can't say this is a flying start where Masters will be hoping for them. Now another 99 runs required. Well played for a single. Certainly the start they were hoping has not got here for the Masters. And you can see they are searching for a victory here. They are not looking for the net run rate. They are playing as per the merit of the ball. Yes, the loose balls will be kept away. Wide ball. Vishwesh Kamath is someone who has come with the intent, not only in this game, but also in the previous game. Anything that has been provided with anything that is in his slot, he just goes full blooded. And that's what they require. He's not talking about this particular game. He has been doing it whenever he has been given the opportunity straight up. Excellent shot. He'll be looking for a single and gets a single. They're searching for the quick runs as well, apart from the boundaries. 5 overs gone, 39 for 1, going at close to 8 runs per over the Masters. That's well put up on the leg side, getting the boundary, and that is the last over of the power play overs. They need to get at least 50-55 runs. Vishwesh Kamath is batting on 21 of just 14 balls, and there's loose bowling. No one down there at the square leg region. Govind Gaonkar provides a lot of air for his ball as an off spinner. It's a lot of time. So you just got to wait and allow the ball to come close to you. You can see he comes slow. Big appeal this time, but he's charging down already. There might be one more on the cards. There might be one more on the cards. He was not looking. He was already in the appeal, looking at the umpire. He almost came a couple of meters towards the ball. Yeah, you can see. And yeah. With this, it's very difficult for the umpire to give it out because a lot of distance to for the ball to travel. That's more much like it. That's more like it. Waited for the ball to come and just pounced onto it. That's the 50 up here for the Masters. That's what he was looking. He's so slow in the air. You can also go deep into the crease. There's one more option that has been opted very well. As you can see the earlier appeal, that was a very much longer distance to be traveled here for the ball. Vishwesh Kamath, I think he has given the start that was required. He's got a boundary of this over. He's got a 6. And I think he's not afraid even to go after this one. He will be searching for more boundaries and sixes before the conclusion of the power play overs. Now bowling from over the wicket. Intention has not changed at all. Oh, it's been taken in the second attempt, taken on the shoulder, chest there. But yeah, well taken. And second wicket here for Govind Gaonkar. Is looking to go towards that mid-wicket region, towards the right-hand side, but found a fielder in the deep. I told you he's not going to back off his instinct, Vishwesh Kamath, and I think he has done a good job for his team. Vishwesh Kamath goes back after scoring 27 of 17 balls at a good strike rate. Is 51 for 2 after 5.4. Sangat Panginkar has been sent up the order, and that is the right thing to do. Anyhow, if they get a quick fire up maybe 20, 30 runs from Angad, they will definitely hope to see of this target in a much quick time frame. Starts off with a wide against Angad. Defended forward defensive shot. Maybe could have swept away because the line was just outside the off stump. If it was straight, I could understand. But many are not going for a sweep shot towards the square leg region. Maybe some feel that I might not be strong enough. You need to practice it a lot in the nets. They are working hard. Here, Dr. Sani Kamath had a discussion with me and certainly was working very hard, looking for a single there and gets it. End of the power play overs, and it's 54 for the loss of 2. Going at exactly 9 runs per over so far. Uh, The Ashok has come on and has been taken off of a single straight away. And Angat Penginkar going to be important how he bats. At least maybe see a couple of balls for some of the bowlers. And see Ashok is someone who just flies the ball, gives a lot of air, bowls almost with a leg spinners option. And if you see someone like Govind Gaonkar, they're similar sort of bowlers. They're relying on the patience, on testing the patience and the temperament of the batters. Angad, will he be launching straight away? He goes, and that is a biggie. That's a monster hit from this monster man of Masters. Well, the time for muscle mania to begin here at MCC. This is the first big launch taken from the big wild swing of Angat Panginkar. And yeah, everyone will be excited after that first big hit, especially the Masters camp. That is why he has been sent up the order. Big opportunity for him. He has picked up 2 wickets. And if he can respond well here with a batting performance, I think he'll be in contention very much for the player of the match if Masters go on to win this game. Certainly they are favourites here. Hardly any pressure on the batters, but it's all about getting the runs very, very quickly. 61 for 2. Whack down the ground. This time waiting on the back foot. I think any think around 10 or 11 runs per over is what they will be hoping for to finish it within maybe 13-14 overs. They already got a decent start, going at somewhere around 9.5 10 runs per over. That's off the back foot, getting a boundary there. Cracking shot. That's more like it. Waiting for the ball instead of going towards the ball. Ample of time when someone like Sioshuk bowling slow in the air and well timed, well punched off the back foot. Super over here coming on the way for the Masters. Absolutely one that was smoked out of the park and one that was caressed onto the offside. Both by different batters. Dr. Sunny Kamath coming into the act now. It's 66 for 2. 2 balls left in over number 7. Expensive over here for the Stallions. There's another one that has also gone between the fielders and run down for the same region for boundary. Is once again too slow in the air. You can see back and across movement and smacking the ball once again for the cover boundary. Back to back fours here. 6 from Angad and 2 boundaries from the bat of Dr. Sunny Kamath. Taking the score to 70. Now they were certainly going towards the 10 run per over mark. And if they succeed in doing so for the next 5-6 overs, you see this target will be breached in 13 overs. So I'm trying to walk on the leg side and a dot ball to finish over number 7. 70 for 2 Masters in pursuit of 135. This is bludgeon, flat boundary. And this is what I said. He backs himself on the leg side. In fact, it's 6 runs. Can you believe? I just think that hardly it has got the elevation. It went so flat. See the force of this boy, Angad Pengirkar. It has traveled all the way. Just still can't believe that it has gone for 6 runs. Went so flat. I think this must be the flattest 6 that I've seen so far at MCL season 11. Another one. This is also gone over the top. That's the third 6 for Angad Pengirkar. And the big striking has already begun. The big acceleration. The right batting order shift here from the Masters is getting a big momentum for them upwards. Well, whenever he's on the crease, there is no half measures. More coming on their way. He's already on 19 of just 4 balls with those 3 humongous strike. This time just maybe another slow one. Whacking the ball, just not getting the elevation, getting a single. Intention was the same. The score is raised on to 83 in just the 8th over. Angad Pengirkar is doing a perfect scenario, perfect job for them. And yeah, another boundary towards the right hand side of the square leg. The square leg was way in front of the square there. So now it is it is a highway here. The road is wide open for them to unleash, and they are unleashing the mercy. What a wonderful batting performance here from both these batters. Good partnership going, breaking free, cutting loose, reaching the target, reaching the goal here. That's the target. Might get another boundary. Yes, it does go. Sneaks in, and Stallions have lost it altogether. Well, the boundaries are coming way too easily. Every ball that has been hit is almost going out to the boundary line. The race to 91 for 2, and I expected the Masters are going to just bloom it in a big way, and they certainly are doing it here. Dr. Sunny Kamath has raced on to 28 of 16. Angat Penginkar batting on 20 of 5. The figures are getting dented. That's in the air. That's a chance. And he's taken well in the deep. Just found the fielder and the third wicket for Govind Gavkar. He is going to be very, very pleased and proud of his performance. You know that Masters would have come hard against them. But there's another 3 wicket haul here for the owner of Stallions. He has done nothing wrong in this tournament so far, picking up wickets on most of the occasions. Slightly expensive. I can expect 39 for 3 in his 3 overs, but all 3 wickets have been taken by the veteran, and the stellar performance from him once again. 91 for 3 at the end of 8 overs. I think they're certainly not looking at 35. They are certainly looking at this 135 as a team. And anyone who gets a quick fire 2025, I think he will be really done his job brilliantly there. And that is what Dr. Sunny Kamath has done. Vikrant Prabhu has been sent at number 5. Rightly so. Zangat is already on 20. And with a good around 40-run partnership, you will certainly seal this match well quickly. Angat Penginkar against Nikhil Virjinkar. The skipper has brought him back. High, high. Who is going to take it? Keeper is saying it's mine. It's not going to be easy. Well taken. Very well taken here by Inferno. Well, it was always keeper's call. It was always keeper's call. He has got the gloves in. It was always difficult for Amit Kamath, but finally Infancho did a good job and picking up the dangerous Angat Penginkar, trying to sway away once again on the leg side, getting the leading edge, and it went high, but Infancho does a good job, and Nikhil comes back and strikes. And that's why he was brought in, because he can be absolutely murderous against the medium, in fact, the spinners. That's why he was going hard against them. The right call of getting himself in with that back of length. The Masters, you expect to come hard. They've got a lot of batting left. Siddesh Prabhu Albaker has made his entry in the middle. Gets himself off the mark straight away with a single in the short covers. Some huge sigh of relief here for the bowlers of the Stallions. Once you see someone like Angat Panginkar heading back, the big man, for known for the big striking, has hit back into the dugout. Excellent bowling, excellent bowling. He hits back. Super delivery here. And yeah, another one departs here. Vikrant Prabhu is also departing back into the dugout. And Master suddenly will be thinking whether to go hard towards the target or now saving the wicket here towards the target of 135. Losing the plot after losing two quick wickets here within no time. In fact, you see three wickets. First it was Sunny Kamath. Second it was Angat Pangirkar trying to hit across. And next it is Vikrant Prabhu, the man who was in form. 92 for 5 and the target is still 43 runs away. An absolute peach of a delivery there from Nikhil Virjinkar. What a performance by him, coming up and picking up the wicket. And if you see, both the owner as well as the skipper of the side has performed very smartly and got the wickets at crucial time. Not only this match, but they were a bit consistent in picking the wickets most of the time. But they have not got a lot of support from their teammates in the bowling and the batting department. This puts on the offside, gets off the mark with a single. That's in the air, and that goes for 4 runs. Nicks it between the gap there at the backward point. Slightly up-ish, shout of catch it, but it was a difficult chance. Well, not a flowing shot here from the batter. Slightly conservative. Checking the shot at the last moment. You can see not going for the full drive. That shows the signs of little bit of nerves creeping in the batters of the Masters. That's an indication. 97 for 5 in 8.5 overs. They got the boundary that they required. Target is not huge, but they need to preserve wickets as well as get the score up a bit. Well bowled, very well bowled. Excellent over here from the skipper of the Stallions, Nikhil Vijay, getting rid of the two all-rounders back in the heart of the Masters. 9 overs gone, 97 for 5. So Shok brought back into the attack, 97 for 5. Sudhir is going to be on strike. That's more like it. That's a good shot, but man in the deep. Will they be looking for a couple of runs? Yeah, one for the throw. Easily done. That's what they got to do now. Even if they are not getting the boundaries, they certainly look to just get quick twos, and that itself also can get them towards the target. If they run very hard, you expect these next 30 runs to be taken in the next 3 overs. I expect them to get towards a target of 12 runs if they don't lose wickets. You got Siddesh Alvekar, pretty strong batter. That's more like it. Make every ball count rather than playing the dot balls. 100 up here for the Masters. 100 up in just the 10th over. And another 35 to get. 35. Yeah, you can get it in maybe 3 to 4 overs. It'll definitely be a big boost here for the Masters overall net run rate. And that is what they are targeting. Ah, that's gone. That's gone over the top. That's gone for 6 runs. Siddesh, I don't think so. He has got out right of the meat of the bat, but he has got more power and a good slog sweep, powerful shot over the cow corner region. That is what they want. Moves the score to 106. (106 for 5 in 9.3). Slightly risky. Driving nicely. Should get a comfortable single in the short covers. Does it easily. Yeah, they are expect to get somewhere around 10 to 12 runs. They already got 10 of the first 4 balls, and that's why the target will be easily reached in the end. Not every time you are going to get the 6 hitting balls. 3 men kept on the deep for those catching position. Masters still very, very confident of getting towards the target. So 11 of this over so far. 108 for 5. The target is just around 27 runs away. We are into the 10th over. Too short. Too short. That's been absolutely clobbered. Clobbered for 6 runs. You can't bowl it over there. This was absolute half tracker. No pace on to the ball from C. Ashok. And that comes the second 6. And that's more like it. That was the ball to be hit for 6 runs, and he has done an absolute perfect justice to the ball that has been delivered by the bowler. 114 for 5 after 10 overs and just 21 runs away from the target. Oh, absolute ripper there. That's how he has bowled. He has been magnificent in this entire game, the skipper. You can't take him on. And that's why I feel that he is coming into bowl. He is fourth over because he feels that he can get one more wicket here, and he fancies his chances, having been bowled superbly. Anticipate, and that's why he has been successful. Really, I feel for him sometimes as a skipper, as you are performing excellently, leading from the front in bat, in ball. Three dot balls in a row. It's not about the target. Nothing to worry here. We're just into the 11th over. And someone like Nikhil, it won't be easy for Sudhir. They're just trying to play according to the merit of the ball. Big appeal. The umpire just wanders off from his position. He is bowled very tightly and very disciplined against Sudhir. So just one run taken of this over so far from the four balls. Three dot balls against Sudhir Kenkre. And now it's Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar coming at the striking end. I think they need to see off this over because it's never going to be easy against Nikhil Virginkar. They might lose one more wicket, and that might also delay the uh, the target to be seized. Well bowled. See, you can see how hard he's coming against even Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar. It's been tough going for against Nikhil Virginkar. Who has been pick up the bowlers of all the Stallions camp today. Although three wickets has been taken from Govind Gaonkar, I can't take anything off against the veterans, experienced season campaigner Govind Gaonkar. Another three for him. Three wicket doesn't come often in a T20 game, but he has picked up not one occasion, but he has done it on the past occasions as well. Nikhil has been someone who is very economical and he has bowled far better. Top bowler so far, top performer in the bowling department for the Stallions, the skipper of the Stallions. So just the two runs that has been conceded of this over is 116 for the loss of five and 19 runs needed of the remaining 9 overs. Looking to pick couple of runs. It was actually played well in the gap. Easy two runs there. Well run here by both the batters. Well, it's a good technique. They understand they have lost this game, but they are trying to delay the victory here for the Masters by getting their main bowlers. After finishing off with Nikhil Virginkar and Govind Gaonkar is getting Ankush Patil. We have no signs of the fifth and sixth bowling option so far. And that's 4 runs. That's 4 runs. Just getting the bat onto the ball and running down with the pace of Ankush Patil. That's a good start in this over. After just 2 runs taken of the last, they've got six of the first two balls, moving the score to 122. 13 runs away. Well played off the front foot. Gets a single. That's more like it. They got a boundary. They have a couple. They got a single. 7 runs of the 3 balls. That's pushed onto the offside. Are they looking for a couple of runs? Siddesh looking to turn around. That's more like it. That's much better here. Ball hitting the stumps, but I think Siddesh has made it. Might be looking for the third run. And a run out on the cards. And it might be run out there. No need. Absolutely needless here from Sudhir Kenkre. I think Sudhir is struggling at the strikers, and 2 runs definitely taken by the batter. And looks like he certainly feels that I'm short of the crease. Very well done by Ankush Patil. He's athletic, he's agile, he was quick to pounce on the opportunity there given by the batters. Needless at this point of time. They got 2 runs there. Why you need to just see when Siddesh had even not looked at where the striker was. There's OUT out. I gauged it from the commentary box that he was definitely struggling there to ground a bat with a quick throw from Dr. Ankush Patil. 6 down. .125 for 6, 10 runs to get, and in comes Dr. Prasad Godi, the skipper. Just 10 runs. Problem is not the target. Problem is the asking run rate. I'm very, very interested to see where they end up after this game. That's good shot. That's good shot. Gets the boundary. That's 2 shot and well clipped off on the leg side. That's more like it. Now 6 runs away. This is a very expensive over, although they got a wicket in the form of run out. But that's a very, very expensive over from Dr. Ankush Patil. So now 6 runs away, and you see 129 for 6. I expected them to get towards that maybe in over number 12 or 13 with the order, the batting order that they had sent, with the clear mindset of finishing the game well in 13 overs. And a dot ball here to finish over number 12. 129 for 6, just 6 runs away from the target, the Masters. So 6 runs to get. And in comes the owner. He has already picked up 3 wickets. Good time for him. Slightly expensive, but you expect when you got Angat Panginkar, you got Vishwesh Kamath with a strong intent mindset. They're straight over the top, and that is done it. That is all. The grand finish. Special shot here from that man Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar, and what a finish this one for the Masters. The finish of this game in just 12.1 overs. I expected them to finish in 12. They did it in 12.1, and that's a super finish. Now I think they will have definitely done a great job to their overall net run rate. Let's see where they have finished here. It was obvious who was going to win this game, but it's about how fast Masters do it, and I think they have done the quickest way and the best. So let's see where they have finished up with their overall net run rate, the Masters, because the Tigers also will have a look at it. So the Knights and the Thunders. Grand MCL 11 we are witnessing, although Stallions have lost it, but there was a lot in stakes here for the Masters. And certainly there are a lot of excitement that was buzzing, and they have done a remarkable job here to finish it up well on time. Let's see the Masters winning by 4 wickets. $134 for 8. So let's see the point tables here. So Masters going at number 2 with 10 victories and 0.659. If you see the Thunders, it's 0.752. If you see the Knights, it is 0.722. And Tigers 0.517. The pressure will be there on the Tigers to win the next one and win it quite comprehensively as well. So a lot there in stake here. A lot of things to be requesting the players to kindly come out here for the presentation ceremony. Requesting the players and both the teams to kindly come out. Please shut the music. Yeah, I welcome you all for the presentation ceremony here for the just now concluded match between the Masters and the Stallions. Once again, Masters trumping their opponent. By Suresh Nagwekar, who is a member of MCC as well as very renowned and popular name in Margao. Welcome Keval Baba as the chief guest for today's function, and now may I invite the losing captain to kindly have a word with us. Well, I so much positivity in him. He still have smiles. I can understand what's the pain inside. Lot of pain inside. I can understand no wins, nothing to be taken as positive as a pride. But I felt here Govind Gaonkar and you have certainly every time come and picked up wickets, but you have not got able support from everyone. Excellent spell from your side today as well.
Yeah, unfortunately we were missing some crucial players today for this match. But still we put up that score of 135, which is pretty good. But I thought our bowling kind of let us down. Slow bowlers did not get the right line. And I think they came with a very positive frame of mind, hit every ball, and worked out for them. But about the tournament, I think our team was not really gelled very well throughout the tournament. Some people are performing, the others are not. There has not been a match where it's performed. Maybe the first match which was very close. So that's it. An unfortunate tournament for us, but there are some positives, some good performances. Inferno throughout the tournament has been a very good batsman for us. Ankush has played well. Ruben has played well. And I think our lower order has not been performing. So that has been the huge difference between us and the other teams. Hence we ended up on the losing team in most matches.
Yeah, that's the problem. You have played well in patches, not consistently in every game. You see the performance coming one or two odd occasions from the players, but that has been not be supported and cooperated well by other players around. Not a great sign when you see all the 7 losses. And it's not that your side was not good, but definitely a good side that was on the paper. It could not transform. What you want to say for the MCL season 11 overall?
Just the fact that we have lost 7 matches, the top, I think 5 teams have equal amount of points, and there's a huge, the big race for the top 4. So that is one positive. With us losing all of the matches, I think the other teams are in a very, very tight race.
Yes, better luck next time. Most forgettable tournament here for the Stallions captain and the owners. Better luck in the next season. That was the Stallions skipper Nikhil Virchinkar. Now may I invite the captain of the winning squad, Masters. Congratulations, Doctor, for the victory and a perfect scenario and a perfect end in the league stages. You put them definitely under the mat for most part of the times. Maybe you could have done them restricting to 120, but 135 was chased in 12.1 overs. Everyone played their part.
First of all, Harish Bab, if you may, I want to thank the organizers. This is the last group match which we are playing, and we don't know the scenario, what will happen at the end of tomorrow. So I would like to take this opportunity, thank Satish Kamath and Anup Kutsarkar, our owners. They have been really gracious, really helpful throughout the season in arranging the nets and whatever all happens, which happens off field, which is not seen. Thanks to both of them, the coach, the mentor, everybody, the support staff was really helpful. Secondly, the organizers of MCL, including the ground staff, the umpires, and you yourself, commentators. So it was a really well organized tournament, and thank you everybody for the support.
Doctor, this is also more like a thank you speech there are a lot more things happening today in the afternoon game and as well as tomorrow. So I think you can enjoy your part in the Galleria and watch the next game, maybe tomorrow's game, and enjoy the game, because we certainly don't know what is coming in the future. But at least your team has done an incredible job. And I saw today you were gelling well, you were combining well. The spirit was very nice in the camp. So what you see, if I ask you a question, which side you feel that might make in top 4, if you are taking your guesses?
Not going to take the guesses, not going to fall in that trap. I would certainly, we have done our job. We have played like a unit, we have given it all, and we have bonded really well for the entire season. So we are happy with our performance and proud of the way each and every player came up for the practices and performed in the match. Now things are not in our control. The next 3 matches, let's see where the things go. If we are there in the qualifiers, we are very happy to play. We have played very good for the floodlight matches, so we know how things are, and we are keeping all the options open. If at all we qualify, we are very happy to be there.
Congratulations, and you hope for the best for today and tomorrow. That was the captain, Dr. Prasad Ghode. And now it's time to announce the player of the game. Well, there were a lot of credible contribution in the batting, bowling and fielding department. Overall, you sum up the target was 135 in 20 overs, but for the Masters the target of 135 was much ahead in time to get their overall net run rate. And if you see a great all-round performance at the top, picking up 2 wickets for just 16 runs and 20 of just 6, is Sangat Panginkar, that big man, picking up the player of the match for the Masters. 3 humongous strike, 3 big sixes on his name, the big guy. Congratulations, Sangat. 3 mammoth strikes, and I think you purposely, intentionally, the plan was send you up the order, and you always wanted to just enjoy it out there, I feel.
Then message was clear. I had told my captain also, whatever we are chasing today, I'm going full for it and send me on top. And we got a good start, so I was more free to play. So I don't see who's the bowler. I just go for it.
I thought you enjoyed today, but what about bowling? I have not seen Sangat Panginkar bowling for most part of the last season as well as this season. Certainly you were bowling in the last game and today. What was the thought process in the entire game? What did captain tell you about bowling? Because conditions little suited for the medium pacers, especially for early half an hour.
Honestly, before MCS, I was not prepared because I was new into bowling, and with season ball, of course, I was lacking. But this year, I've practiced a lot of bowling, honestly, and thanks to the captain, he believed in me and gave me the ball, and I performed.
So given a chance, if you make into the knockouts, will you be taking more opportunity, more responsibility as a bowler, or you would like to perform as a batter?
Whatever my team needs me for, it's nothing but.
Very safe answer, whatever my team needs. Congratulations, Sangat. The muscle mania, the muscle man of this Masters team has bagged the player of the match. That's it from the presentation arena. And I'll see you off in the next game starting at 2 o'clock between the Tigers and the Royals. That's coming up sharp at 2 o'clock. Till then.